Hi, this is Sophie Miller with All American C's third vlog for the U.S. event Horse Futurity. Since we started him a bit later in the year, he arrived at my farm at the beginning of May, just very lightly started. We weren't quite sure if he would be ready for the 4-year-old classes, so we didn't want to push him, and he didn't end up quite being ready, but I'm really proud of the progress he made in the last few months. So now that his flat work was pretty well established at this point, I just wanted to get him more confident over fences and confident going on lots of off-property adventures. So here was his first time schooling in a show environment. This was mid-August at Highfields Event Center here in Aiken. So one of the schooling days before one of their shows. He was a very good boy about handling a new environment. At home, we were doing lots of different grids. Nothing overly complicated and nothing big, but just getting him to think about his feet. We tried to vary the grid pretty much every time he went out there. Again, just asking a little bit different questions of him every time. I've spent most of the time to this point just trotting fences. He certainly canters some things, but getting him to just make sure he's slowing down and looking where he's going. This was his first time doing a ridden cross-country schooling. Again, he'd been jumped on the line over all the cross-country elements, but this was his first time with a rider on his back. He just jumped some little logs, hacked around the farm. This was Full Gallop Farm in Aiken. Played in the water. He did the ditches and the banks. Really good boy about all of that. They have some nice wooded trails on their cross-country course too, so we got to go check that out. Again, here at a different venue. This was the Vista, also in Aiken. He had done a little bit of cross-country schooling on the line before this, so he was nice and warmed up. This was his first time seeing a lot more activity. There were some horses galloping around in the cross-country. There was some construction going on in their new arena, so that was really good exposure for him to see all of that. He handled it all very well. And mid-September, we took him to his first little schooling show. Of course, it hadn't rained all summer, and it decided to monsoon that morning when I was riding him. But he really handled it all very well. He was a little bit nervous in the warm-up with all the hunter ponies running around, but he settled and was very focused when he got into the ring. Again, just a mix of trotting and cantering, whatever he feels like. If he needs to trot and assess the jump, that's no problem at all. Still a little bit awkward sometimes, but definitely getting much better. I was very, very pleased with how he handled the environment. He was a total professional when he went into the arena. I think his favorite part about the whole show experience was to get to hang out in the trailer with his big bag of alfalfa. Really such a sweet horse with a really willing and trainable personality, and I've really, really enjoyed working with him these past several months.